Question 14, 2011, higher paper 1. Equilateral triangle, this side representing vector P, this side representing vector Q. We're asked for the value of P dot Q. Each side of this equilateral triangle has length 3 units. P dot Q, what do we know about the dot product? Probably you recall that there's a result telling you that the angle between two vectors, if we're calling them P and Q this time, cos theta would be P dot Q divided by the length of P times the length of Q. The basic formula for finding an angle between two vectors, if that was theta. Rearranging this, multiply both sides by the length of P times the length of Q, we would get length of P times the length of Q times cosine of theta equals, and of course these disappear, would get P dot Q. This would be useful in this case. P dot Q, the dot product of these two vectors, we can find by taking the length, the magnitude of vector P, times the length or magnitude of vector Q, times the cosine of the angle between them. Well, now we're making progress. The length of P is 3, equilateral triangle, side 3 units. So this has length 3 and this has length 3. It's no problem. Cosine of theta, now the angle between sides in an equilateral triangle, 60 degrees. So this would be the cosine of 60. So we get 9 times whatever the cosine of 60 is. Now, the usual way of finding this, remember paper 1, you've no access to a calculator. Usually you take an equilateral triangle and chop it in half, and we don't want fractions, so the easiest we can do is call all sides length 2. Half of 2 is 1. There's your 60 degrees. That's 1. That's 2. Pythagoras would tell you that this side was the square root of 2 squared minus 1 squared. That's the hypotenuse there. So 2 squared is 4, 1 squared is 1, 4 minus 1 is 3, square root of 3. So that's the basic diagram that would allow you to get the exact value of cos 60. And remember your memory aid, so ka toa. So in this triangle, the cosine adjacent over hypotenuse, you're sitting there, adjacent is this one, hypotenuse is this one. So cosine of 60 is 1/2. So 4.5 or 9/2 or whatever, 9 over 2, if that was 9 over 1, 9 times 1 is 9, 1 times 2 is 2, 9 over 2. Let's just check the actual answers. Choice B.